In this lesson, we'll be focusing on the format of the data itself using things like currency symbols to make the data easier to read. We'll continue our look through the 2017 tab, and whilst it's noticeably better than the 2016 tab, there's still plenty of improvements we can make. Some colour has been added to the header area, which nicely separates it from the data itself. I'm not sure I would have used yellow, but it's definitely a marked improvement from the 2016 version where everything was just black and white. To add colour to a cell or a range of cells, again we did this earlier, we just highlight the range of cells and then choose something at the top here. So I'm going to select light grey, and that just makes it a little bit more subtle than that yellow that was there. While we're at it, let's just tidy up this duration that doesn't need to be in capitals, just to cleanse the data set a little bit more. Whilst we've still got this spare space at the top, they have actually used it to put something in. Now, the title of the tab is 2017. The whole dashboard is about movies, so I would argue that the title doesn't actually add anything. So we're going to remove that space again. So you may now be thinking, I've removed the red colour, I've removed the yellow colour, and now I've got grey, black and white. The data part is all about having a nice structure and making it really clear to read. We can do ourselves loads of future favours in Excel by getting our data structured nicely behind the scenes. If you needed to produce something like a dashboard or a report for you or for someone else, wouldn't it be nice to be able to respond quickly to that without it feeling like hours of manual labour every week? The reality is, with the right layout, literally thousands of reports can be made in seconds. The headings have been improved in the 2017 version versus the 2016 version. However, I think we could go further with it. Worldwide gross, for example, the column just contains numbers. It's not really clear what those numbers are. We know that they're probably dollar amounts in millions, but it's not clear from the heading. So let's change the heading to accommodate that. So for now, I've just added in dollars in brackets into the heading area just to show what the data below it contained in that cell is. We can definitely improve that header further, but we should also consider the format of the data in the cells themselves. So if we actually highlight all of the data in the worldwide gross column, we can see at the top here that it's set to general. If you then use this drop down button and click currency, it'll add a 1000 separator, which makes the data much clearer to read. Whilst in this particular example, which is just for a bit of fun as a case study, it might not matter that much to get your headings right. But imagine an example where you've got kilos versus pounds in a business setting, or even something like inches versus millimeters or centimeters. Not having that clearly in the heading and letting that data loose to someone that doesn't understand it could be absolutely catastrophic. More importantly, the data in the duration column has been sorted, so it's all in a number format. Excel loves these formats as it can add things together, multiply, subtract, and all sorts of other useful things that it just can't do with text. We'll come on to more of that later. It still isn't clear from the header though what unit of measure we're using, but we can probably guess that it's minutes. It'd be handy to reference that in the heading, and I'm going to add it now. In summary, the 2017 tab versus the 2016 tab, particularly with our improvements, is definitely a step forward. But there's still room for improvement, so let's unhide the final tab, which is called Top 10 Movie Data, and then we'll see what we've done on this tab. The first thing that might stand out here is the tab name itself. We've come away from using the year name, and at first glance that might look less descriptive than what we had before. Stick with me and I'll explain why we've done that and why it's so important. Those of you with a keen eye may have noticed on the 2017 tab, when I changed column C to a currency value, it set it to English pounds. Obviously all of our data is in dollars as we've put in the heading, so to change that, the easiest way to do it is to click on column C, right click, and then you can format the cells. All of the cells in column C will be formatted together. And in this case, we're going to click on currency and then in symbol, scroll down and pick English United States. That's going to put us a dollar value in there instead of a pound sign. In the 2018 tab, this has already been set correctly with a dollar sign. We've left in brackets US dollars. That shows that it's a US dollar and not one of the other dollar types, so it's really descriptive even though we've got a dollar sign in the column itself. In the next lesson, we'll be leaving our bad designs behind and reviewing a well-designed data structure, and I'll be showing you how to achieve it.